Okay, I'm live. Hi, let me know if you can see and hear me. I think it should work. I'm connected. So, I will be reading the chat time to time. Just let me know if you can hear and see the chart. I will wait for the reply to continue. Great, great, because it's my first time I connected the OBS to the YouTube, so I was not sure if it will work or not. So that's why. And great, so you can hear and see. Great, great, great. So I will start with Bitcoin. I just recently opened the charts, honestly. So let me start with Bitcoin. I don't know who is from the Chroma, who is from the CFT. If you're from Chroma, I was talking about the possible bounce from these levels during the Friday stream. Yeah, it was on Friday. So basically, the price came to the strong resistance, $116,000. It even went a bit higher, $116,733. And currently, it is already downtrending. And next support, let me put properly Fibonacci levels. So I will show you where I'm putting the fibs and why. Let me clean up everything. So I will go to daily first of all. And look, we have this bullish momentum, this bullish move. So I will be taking this whole move and I will put Fibonacci from this candle, this first green candle, to this top. The top that was at 116,770, and it will give us a 0.5, 0.75, 0.86 levels. All these levels are really important, and if I turn on FVGs, we can see that the 0.5 aligns with the daily FVG, and 0.75, 0.86 aligns with this bullish order block over here. And if we go to the weekly, we can see that the 0.5 Fibonacci aligns also with the weekly FVG. So currently this is the most important area to hold. Let me check other time frames if there is any other confluence with this. Nothing. So let me do this all intervals and we will go to lower time frame again, so 4 hour, and we can see that on 4 hour this coin also has 4 hour FVG at the 0.5 and 0.75 of Fibonacci levels, and also aligns with EMAs. So a lot of confirmations that these fibs are correctly working, and it aligns with other strong levels. So what can happen right now? I think that Bitcoin, once it will come to 113,829, this can be the first area where we can see a nice bounce on Bitcoin. So it will be interesting to look for longs around 113,829, but with a tiny stop loss. I would put stop loss right below this candle's wick, because in case the price will drop below, it will find support around, it can find support around $112,000, $111,700. So we can try to take a scalp long from first 0.5 support area. I would not risk much here because price can easily give further correction till this zone. And here, for example, let's say if at 0.5 Fibonacci, I would risk like 0.5% of portfolio at 12,358 or 0.75, 0.86 Fibonacci, I would risk like 1% of the portfolio. But here I would put stop loss just right below this wick, this zone, okay? Because in case the price will again, for example, price coming to the 0.75 level, 0.86, shows some bounce, but then again returns back below 0.75. Excuse me if you hear any noises, it's just my cat. So it can continue downtrending, okay? Currently, the price has a strong power of the sellers, and we need to see for the reaction how strong the reaction will be at this support levels, if it will manage to hold or not. This is according like low time frame. You can go even to 1 hour time frame and look for the price action on 1 hour time frame or 15-minute time frame. Let's go to 15-minute time frame, and let's say price is dropping towards to this level 0.7505. So it gives a nice pump, but not manages to break above previous low time frame resistance levels. You can identify it with a 15-minute FVG, 1 hour FVG, or simply it can be like 50, 100 EMA. We can see like which EMA is standing as resistance on a lower time frame, and it can be your confirmation as a possible strong resistance on 50-minute. And if you will see that the price is not changing the price structure into bullish on the 50-minute, let's say, so it comes, bounces, but rejects from nearest like FVG EMA, then most probably it will continue downtrending. And also as a confirmation, it can be like lower lows, lower highs, and bearish divergence, and so on. So in this case, this possibly strong support level will not hold the price so strong, and the price will just continue downtrending. And on Fibonacci, next strong levels are 1.41, 1.61. Like all these levels that you can see, they can stand as a strong support or resistance. In our case, support, since we're looking for the long areas. So in case this level is invalidated to hold, and price will keep rejecting and will give a close on 1 hour, 4 hour below 110,800, let's say, below this low, and then just expect another dump of 3-4% till this previous support zone 107,000, 108,000, which also aligns with this Fibonacci levels. So this will be next interesting area to long, but this is all just low time frame. But let's say let's check high time frame, means like daily and weekly, to see if such deep correction from this zone is possible or not, or Bitcoin has more chances to reverse from 0.5 level. So according to daily time frame, and according to how it was keep rejecting during the weekend, so this is the Sunday's candle, this is the Saturday's candle, and on Friday it couldn't break above this bearish order block here, bearish FVG. Yeah, this red box that you can see, it's an FVG. So price couldn't break. That's why we have such strong bearish reaction today. But as I said, price currently is above daily FVG and 0.5 Fibonacci, 200 EMA on 4 hour time frame, and so on and so on. So it has a lot of support levels above the 0.5 that I highlighted before. So currently it has more chances. I would say it should bounce here to continue towards the $120,000. This is the next strong resistance from where I'm expecting strong bearish reaction, something what we had here in August on 14th August 2025, and I would not be surprised to see like a drop of like maybe 10%, like proper correction, and then again like bounce from this 200 EMA or $105,000 or this daily FVG here that was not tested yet. Like we can see that this 200 EMA was not tested yet. This FVG is here, and on weekly time frame, weekly is really interesting. Since we still have 6 days for the weekly close and a new week just started, currently we see that the price exactly at the weekly FVG, but below it has a weekly support FVG and this FIBS that I've been talking about. On the other hand, if I will delete this, we see that the price struggled, like weekly price struggled to give a close above the 0.5 weekly Fibonacci level that I put, I think, 2 weeks ago. So if the weekly will not, like during today, or I think today is really important, if today, tomorrow, the price will not manage to break above this 0.5 Fibonacci on a weekly time frame or 115,924. In this case, this is a top, and the price most probably will continue downtrending until this next very strong weekly support area. This one, which is between $104,000, let's say, and 99,500. So this is the area that should be next very, very strong, and it means that Bitcoin will probably drop like 10-12%. Of course, this can be really this can affect really badly altcoins. Let me check also other time frames. Monthly, nothing giving me right now. Weekly, 3D was pretty positive. 3D close, we can see a nice bounce. Still the price is above even 3D FAG, so this level is really important. And this 200 EMA support or 0.5 fibs that I shared before. Let me put again. So all eyes on this area. This 113,795. If price loses today the support, then this is the beginning of another like a strong correction. If price will manage to give us a nice bounce and break $115,924 resistance area, then next stop is this one, 120,238, 122,136. This is where I would be interested to short, like properly short the market, and probably swing short some altcoins. But let's see. Currently I have these two alarms. I will look for the reaction, and then I will decide, like I will have more clean vision if this was a top and another correction began, or this is another bottom. The price will still continue towards to other resistance levels, and then we can short from higher targets. Let me check the chat. Cat, his name is, I will write, it's Kit, my son put this name. He plays Brawl Stars and there's some character. So this name is from that character, Kit. So this is only about Bitcoin. So keeping an eye on these levels. Another thing which can happen, as I said, this is the next support around 112,000. Let me put it like that. Yeah, around 112,300 approximately. So since I said that this is the next support, what can happen? And we should be also prepared. So yeah, I'm still interested to long these levels. So in case the price will bounce strongly and will give a breakout above the 0.5, which should stand as a resistance, right? Because it is right now as a support, but since the price will break below, it should stand as a resistance. So price should give a proper bounce and a breakout about this resistance zone. In this case, this is your another local bottom, and we can expect these targets as next. Okay, $120,000. So yeah, two areas to long. We should keep our eyes on these levels. Ethereum. Let me check Ethereum. So from the last stream, so basically Ethereum played out this idea of the bullish setup, right? So, and it did a breakout about the 0.5 Fibonacci. I was talking about even during the last stream on Friday, and we can see how these Fibs work. So I put Fibonacci from this week. Let me show you the 0 and 1 levels, so you understand where I put these Fibs. So Ethereum had this whole bearish move, right? Whole this bearish move, and I put the top where the price topped, and then I found the bottom where the price bottomed. So it was around 4,212. And the top was around 4,957, right? Then I put this Fibonacci. Before, here on a lower time frame, you could also see an FVG as a resistance. Now this FVG disappeared and appeared this green FVG as a support. On the Friday stream, I said that I'm expecting more uptrend, at least the price to come till this Fibs, 0.75086. This is what happened, and right now price dropped already 5.9% exactly from the 0.75 Fibonacci. So we can see how these Fibs work pretty accurate. Price supposed to find a support around this daily FVG, but right now Ethereum looks a bit weak. So what will I do? I will take now this bullish move, this bullish move that Ethereum did, and I will put Fibonacci. And top is here. So we can see that the price is breaking below the 0.5 Fib support and also this daily FVG. Let's check if there are any EMAs. Okay, we can see that the next support levels on Ethereum are the 0.75 and 0.86 Fibonacci, which come to 4,405, 4,352, which also align with this candles bullish order block. But another thing, we also have this candle, and this candle basically also has a bullish order block. And so basically this Ethereum has two interesting levels which it should hold, right? So this area and a bit lower. But we will go also to lower time frame to see what it has there. So on daily so far, this area around 0.75, it also has this 2026 EMAs at the support. So right now, the same as with Bitcoin, but on Ethereum currently it's on daily time frame. If Bitcoin we're talking like more like 4-hour time frame support, 1-hour time frame support, lower time frame support. On Ethereum, it has a bit different picture. Ethereum shows more weakness than Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dropped, how much it dropped today? Let me check. So it dropped only 1.95%. Ethereum did almost 6%. So Ethereum shows relative weakness, which means if Bitcoin will give another drop of, let's say, approximately 1%, at least till this 0.5 FIB, or this EMAs, FVGs, okay, I would not be surprised to see another drop of like 1-2% on Ethereum just to come to this EMAs and this Fibonacci levels and then bounce. So as long as Ethereum on a daily time frame, as long as it is above 4,400, for me it remains bullish, because we can see that the price actually didn't the price was actually holding pretty strong all these days. And if we go to weekly was pretty strong last week, this candle. Monthly, okay, monthly doesn't give me anything, but only according to weekly, there's still chances that the price could give another pump higher. So, but 3D for me right now 50-50. The only support that holding is this 3D FVG, which also aligns with this 4,400 level. And for 3D close, we have 14 hours. Okay, so let's now go to lower time frame and see what else do we have on a lower time frame. Let me do this all time frames. Why it's not working? Okay, all intervals. So what do we have here? So on 4-hour, the 0.75086 also aligns with this 200 EMA support, and for our FEG, the 0.5 aligns with 50 EMA support right now. But let me turn off EMAs. So let's see with Ethereum what can happen with Ethereum on a lower time frame. Currently it's holding the 0.5. I'm not so convinced with this. On a lower time frame, it has a lot of FVGs as a resistance. What you can do here, if on 1 hour, this will be our bottom, you can do simply, you can put this FIBs on this bearish move, and it will give you possible strong resistance levels, which means Ethereum next hours can bounce till the 0.5 resistance, which also aligns with FVGs, and again continue its downtrend move. Or it can give a higher bounce till this 0.75 Fibonacci. In this case, only if it will break below 0.5, we can consider it as a another top and bearish trend continuation. So on 1 hour, these areas will be as a potentially strong areas to short. Let let me do this, highlight it. And they also align with the FVGs only if Ethereum will give a nice bounce and will give a proper close above the 0.75, 0.86 Fibonacci or $4,600. Sorry, $646. Then we can expect more uptrend till next resistance around 4,741 on this previous high on 1 hour, which can be again a resistance to break. Okay, so and then only if it will give a breakout above 4,777, then we can expect the price reaching previous all-time high, which is also aligns with the next Fibonacci levels. It's around 4,883, 4,949. This can be next strong resistance area to short. So this is how we can use Fibonacci and use it for our levels to look to short, or where we can take profits in case you longed Ethereum from here. Let me current interval only. This I will delete. Otherwise, I think Ethereum could give a deeper correction at least till these levels and then bounce. In this case, the same technique that I showed you on Bitcoin, which means if Ethereum will come here, it will be very important to give a breakout above 0.5. So far, 0.5 can stand as a strong resistance, which means the price can come to 0.5, and if it will give a rejection, or every time it will give a close below 0.5 and showing like bearish divergence, lower highs, in this case expect another dump, and what can it be? Let me check on a daily time frame. Now let's check if correction will start, then where is next strong support. So according to this fibs, let me highlight them, this one, let me do it black and line. So you can see these levels of this Fibonacci. I took this high, this new all-time high level, and why did I put it like this? Just a second. I think I was doing it on a weekly time frame. Yeah, weekly time frame. So let me do it one more time. Yeah, so we have this candle, this green candle, and I took all this move, all this bullish move, and I put number 1 exactly on this bullish candle, and the top on this one where it did new all-time high, and I put this fibs. Okay, that's why I have these levels. So when price corrected, it found a great support on this 0.5 Fibonacci. Yeah, on weekly we can see that this 0.75, 0.86 align also with this weekly candles, bullish order block. So yeah, this is very important level to hold in case this week the price is losing this support level, or it gives a drop below 4,400. Then upcoming weeks, since it's a weekly time frame, expect deeper pullback at least until this area here. It is huge zone. According to Fibonacci, first support comes to 0.75. It's around 3,854. Let's check if there's any FVG. According to the FVGs, we see this support. So technically this also can stand as a key level, because I don't know, because I think I saw something on a lower time frame. I will check it. But I would want to, if there will be a proper correction, of course I'm more interested at these levels according to this FIBS. Also EMAs come to this area, 3,854, 3,692. I think this will be really a golden opportunity to buy the dip, and I would not be surprised to see the price after reaching this target giving us another new all-time high. I would not be surprised to see the bottom here. So this will be really a golden opportunity to just accumulate more position on Ethereum, on spot, on altcoins, and so on. So altcoins, now we'll go to alts and see what is going on with altcoins. But yeah, this scenario only if on daily time frame, 3D time frame, weekly time frame, we will see a strong close below 4,400, 4,352. We can see these levels on Fibonacci, and then price losing also this area, 4,100, or we can simply use this FVG zone around 4,000, 4,100. Yeah, which also aligns with the bullish on the block zone of this candle. So technically it could hold, but personally, like for me, a proper correction would be only if the price could give us a nice dip and retest all these FIBs and FVGs. This will be a proper price action, like more right for myself. So, but let's see. Let me check the chat. Do you decide which possibility is more likely? How I decide which possibility is more likely? Sure. Let me show you on what. Okay, let's check probably some other charts. And according to this technical analysis that I will do, I will tell you why I consider, for example, that most probably 0.5 will hold, or most probably price will go to 0.75. I will explain you. So now I want to continue with USD dominance. Look how perfectly dominance retested this FIBS 1.41. Right, as I always say, all these FIBs are really important levels. They can stand either as a strong support or resistance. In our case, after such a drop, USD dominance found a support at this Fibonacci level. So it did a drop of 3.36%. Now that I was telling you before, right, after breaking below this range. So this is not valid anymore. I'm deleting this. I don't need. And I said that the deepest pullback possible till this low on a USD dominance, which also aligns with the next Fibonacci. It's 2.41. It's not exactly at this low, it's a bit lower, this FIB level, but it just tells us that this area is very important to look. But will US dominance give this target? I'm not sure right now, so I'm deleting this one as well. So as I say, these levels can stand as a support as a resistance right now. US dominance giving a nice bounce, but this level 0.75086, it can stand as a resistance zone. I will explain you, also show why. So let's go to other time frames and also turn on FVGs. I will go to weekly. So on weekly, sorry, where is this lines? Let me do all intervals. So I'm going to weekly. Look, on a weekly right now, first of all, US dominance had a nice weekly drop. Let me check on RSI. Okay, it's not giving me much on the weekly. So it had a nice strong weekly drop on US dominance last week, and currently we see this red box, and this is the weekly FVG, and it is standing as a strong resistance. We can see that this 0.86075, which were standing as a support right now, are just above this weekly FVG, and they're just confirming that this area can stand as a resistance. But to be more accurate, just a second, I'm also checking RSI. RSI not giving me much. On RSI, it also has this 3D FVG as a resistance. 2D looks more bullish to me. Yeah, on 2D time frame, it looks like bullish divergence. So look, here we can see higher lows. Here it also just lightly up this bottom on the RSI, but more looks like flat. So it looks like hidden bullish divergence. Let's see where is the resistance on US dominance, where we should pay attention very carefully. So daily, it doesn't show any FVGs. On 12 hours, there are a lot of FVGs. On 4 hour, currently it's below the resistance, then it comes here. So what should I do right now? I will put a new Fibs, since right now the US dominance bounce from this Fibonacci. I need to understand where exactly resistance zone. So what will I do? We see this drop, right? This bearish drop. I will put Fibonacci to put on this area. So I'm taking this candle and this candle. So what do we see right now? We see that first resistance comes to 4.35%, which aligns with this Fib, and basically it has the same price action as Bitcoin. So this is a really strong resistance. Next comes to 4.43, 4.47. Next very strong resistance. And final one for now is 4.64, 4.71, which also aligns with daily 200 EMA and this bearish or the block over here and FVG. So I don't need EMAs right now. So this is the next very, very strong resistance. On daily right now, it's really uncertain if it will give a breakout above 0.5 or not. According to weekly, it's the same, because the 0.5 also aligns with the weekly FVG and a lot of FVGs. For that, I need to go to 1 hour time frame or 4 hour time frame. What do we see here? To understand if let me just zoom in. So here we see that the price already on 1 hour rejecting, didn't even touch the 0.5 Fibonacci level. but rejecting from this resistance zone. We can see that before this was standing as a consolidation area, and after giving a drop, US dominance started to downtrend strongly. So to continue a bullish trend, US dominance needs to give a breakout above this resistance area here, which is not happening right now, and it is good. So what we should look at, what US dominance can do. On one, now from like a daily time frame, we come into 1 hour to understand like which levels we should look on a lower time frame, because lower time frame in our situation can give a push for a trend on a daily time frame or weekly time frame. So 1 hour for us really important. And what do we do here? We do the same technique. We put Fibonacci, but now on this 1 hour bullish move, the 3 candles, right? The same technique. So what do we see? 0.5 in our case stands as a support right here, and also it aligns with FEG's 100 EMA. Then next one, 0.75086, which aligns with this 1 hour bullish order block here and FEG, but no EMAs. What can happen? Since okay, right now it's rejecting also. So what can happen? US dominance can drop till this 0.5 and give a bounce. If the bounce will be strong, then I would suggest just close your longs if you have, and focus on swing short positions, because in this case market can drop significantly, because according to the daily time frame and this Fibonacci, we see that the price of the US dominance can bounce after breaking the 0.5, can bounce another like 1 to 2%, or even give a bounce of like 7 8%, which is a killer for altcoins, and which can bring a drop of like 20-30% in the market. All right, so all eyes on the 0.5, and right now I think that it can give a bounce from 0.5. How do I identify this? Sorry. For that, I go to other time frames and see the price action. Currently, we can take 6-hour time frame. What do we see? Price was downtrending, bounced, rejecting from the first resistance. In our case, it's this 2026 EMAs and this FEG. Then after the drop, the price found a support on this 6-hour FEG or this candle's bullish order block and gave a very strong bounce. And right now for the 6-hour time frame close, we have 2 hours. What can happen? Price can just stay still, then with the next opening can drop and find support around 0.5, which also aligns with the FEG as on 6-hour. On 4-hour, it also aligns with this 4-hour bullish order block, right? And then on 1 hour, I already said it aligns with 100 EMA and 1 hour FEG. So that's how I identify if this level can stand strong or not. In our case, yes, this is a very strong level, so I think that it will give a bounce from the 0.5 Fibonacci or 4.29% on USDT dominance. Okay, but sometimes can happen the same as I showed you as an example on Bitcoin. It can drop further and already find a strong bounce from 0.725. Okay, this can also happen, but I think that it will already bounce from here according to how many confirmations this chart gives me, according to this level 4.29, that on many time frames this area, this level is strong support. And another example on Ethereum just came to my mind. So why did I consider, for example, this level as a possibly not strong, but this stronger? First, if we go to 1 hour or 4 hour, other time frames, doesn't matter, we can see that after such strong drop, price gave a close. Look at this candle, gave a close below the 0.5 Fibonacci. Let me do this. Yeah, you can see that this red candle gave a close below 0.5. Usually, when we see that the price keep closing below 0.5, it means that it will continue dropping or pumping. In our case, we're looking for the downtrend, right? So 0.75 is at 4,400. In case we had a bullish scenario, I was talking about bullish scenario, so let's say price now coming to the 0.5 and gives a close above, then I would say, okay, this is not a resistance anymore, it is a support. Next target is this one. That's how I identify that 0.5 is strong or not. It's really important to see for the reaction. It's really important to see if it's giving a close above or below a certain level. Right now, it's just not doing much. Ethereum, it's holding around. We need to wait for the 1 hour close. Okay, if it will give above 0.5, then okay, we can try to scalp long with tiny stop loss just below this wick. Okay, and targets like 0.5, 0.75. And in case price now is losing the 0.5, and if you were shorting, you can keep your short position till this area. And then we see how price is reacting here. So it's really important to be a bit patient once price comes to certain levels on Fibonacci and look for reactions and confirmations. All right, so this is regarding US dominance, watching this area. Of course, in case price will give us a nice drop and a nice close below 0.75 or 4.26%, then we can say, okay, it will continue dropping, towards the next levels according to Fibonacci. Now, Bitcoin dominance. Let's see what's going on with the Bitcoin dominance. So we see that Bitcoin dominance came to this buy zone. Well, for us it's not buy, we're not buying Bitcoin dominance, but technically if I would do this technical analysis, for example, on Ethereum, and I would say that Ethereum came to the buy zone. In our case, Bitcoin dominance came to this strong support zone, which not only aligns with this EMAs, Fibonacci, but also aligns with the on high time frame with the FVGs. So that's why we see such crazy pump since yesterday. Yeah, and that's why altcoins dropped so much. So when you do TA, when you check the market, pay attention where is Bitcoin dominance, pay attention where is USDT dominance, because if you see that Bitcoin dominance came to support, USDT dominance came to support, right? And it tells you that, okay, there should be a bounce soon. This is a signal for you from the market that be careful with your long positions. If Bitcoin dominance with US dominance pumping, this is bad for the crypto market. Okay, and that's why it's not surprising that today we see like red candles. So what is next? The same technique as I told you on the previous charts. Just a second, I'm checking some things. Okay, the same technique. If 0.75, if price comes to 0.75 Fibonacci, consider it as a support. Next resistance after the bounce usually stands 0.5. So which means Bitcoin dominance can give a bounce of 3-4% till 0.5 Fibonacci and then reject. It also aligns with this EMAs, FVGs, right? Monthly FVG, 3D FVG resistance zone, like a lot of EMAs also are here. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance can give during upcoming days a bounce of 3-4% till 0.5 Fibonacci, which means since we see strength on USD dominance and Bitcoin dominance also came to the support, and another thing that I saw right now, it has a bullish divergence on a weekly time frame. So we can see that previous low was here. Look at this date, December 9, right? This was the previous low, and looks like another low Bitcoin dominance formed last week, September 8. This is weekly candle, okay? So we can see that the weekly close, this low is higher than what we see on RSI. Now let me put the lines here. So this is our December's low on the chart, and this is December's low on the RSI, and this is September's low on the chart, and this is September's low on the RSI, right? And another thing, so we see this chart, right? Bullish divergence, but there's another thing. So this was sorry, just a second, let me zoom in so you can see properly. So look, here's December 2nd, here's another candle. Look at the RSI. So this was the bottom on the RSI, August 18. Then price was still dropping and formed another bottom. And look now at this chart. This is interesting actually. September, okay? Look at September's 8, this one and this one. So we can see that RSI is flat. So right now it formed another bullish divergence, hidden one. So RSI is flat, but meanwhile on the chart it shows lower low. So this was the low, this is another low, but here it's slightly higher, this one, September 8th weekly candle. So it's showing a higher low, which means Bitcoin dominance shows us bullish divergence on the weekly, and this is a really strong signal. What can happen right now? We will go to lower time frame to see which level is crucial for the pump on Bitcoin dominance. It means which level on a lower time frame Bitcoin dominance should break, so it will give a crazy pump of this 3-4%. 3-4% on Bitcoin dominance with bullish US dominance is a killer for altcoins, okay? So now we go to daily time frame. What do we see on daily time frame? On daily time frame, still below all this FVGs. So on daily time frame, if you work with EMAs, every trader is different, right? Some only use EMA, so if you work with EMAs, it is pretty simple. Just look which EMA the price was all the time respecting. In our case, it was respecting 2026 EMAs, right? So, which means when Bitcoin dominance give a close above 20 or 26 EMA, expect a crazy pump. Just there should be pump coming after the pump. Something what we had, something like here, right? In our case, it is a dump because before, for the bullish trend, Bitcoin dominance was respecting 2026 EMA. For the bearish trend, it was also respecting 2026 EMA. So when Bitcoin dominance gave a close below this 20 EMA, we could see this crazy drop of 4%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. It was just going down, right? The same we can see here. A close above EMA and boom, a pump of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row, which is not good for altcoins. But we should go to lower time frame again to see better picture. So right now on the 4-hour we can see that it's respecting 100 EMA, this blue line, and 4-hour FVG. Let me check if there's any just a second, I want to see. Yeah, I think I probably will put Fibonacci on this move. So look at this bearish move that Bitcoin dominance had, and I will put Fibonacci. Okay, and I will work better with Fibs. And look at this, another thing. Look how accurate these Fibs are. Look, 0.86075 came exactly to these EMAs that I was talking on a daily time frame, right? 20 and 26. So once we see Bitcoin dominance giving us a close on above this 58.42, oops, sorry, my laptop is stuck. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but my laptop got stuck. So we will see this kind of picture. This kind of picture. Yeah, next resistance aligns with this Fibonacci FVG is 200 EMA on daily time frame. So yeah, this we can have like 4% of the move, which is not good, to be honest. And for the bearish scenario, on a Bitcoin dominance, we should see Bitcoin dominance losing this support, which means 4-hour close below, and then ideally losing this support, okay, this 4-hour time frame support. I don't know if there are any FAGs. No, but we can see, look at this candle. Yeah, this is our bullish order block. So give us a drop below and we can expect more downtrend on Bitcoin dominance, which is next stop around 56.2, which aligns with 0.86 Fibonacci, and which also aligns with 200 EMA on a weekly time frame, and this will be next very strong support level from where Bitcoin dominance can bounce like another 3-4%. Okay, so you see how from high time frame I went to low time frame. So I'm making a plan on a high time frame, looking for possibilities, and then I go to low time frame to just see if there is a confirmation. Okay, if there is a confirmation of possibility of the play out of the weekly time frame or monthly time frame, and so of the high time frame. Okay, so that's how you make a plan, and according to this plan you act. So yeah, right now we need to see this kind of picture if we want to have bearish Bitcoin dominance. And let's go back to USDT dominance, and we should see this kind of picture on USDT dominance if we want to see it's dropping more, if we want to see bullish crypto upcoming days. Okay, otherwise if Bitcoin dominance is holding this zone and giving us a breakout above 0.75 or 58.45%, then expect a crazy move towards to like these targets that you can see on the chart, or this daily, weekly strong resistance zones. Okay, so this is how we make a plan. Yes, I can take 2 TPs, I can take 3 TPs. Thank you so much. Hi. So that means you always take 2 TPs. I can take 3 TPs as well. As I said, I have my first TP at 0.75, then 0.5, then 0.75. If I see, let me show you example on which coin to take. Let's take this coin. Okay, it's been pumping nice, so this is a nice example. So let me show you. So let's say this coin was listed, it did pump. Now I'm thinking price pumped, but it's not giving any further bullish trend continuation. Okay, I'm looking for some possible bearish confirmations, or just trying to take a short, or let's say not shorting, but just looking for the bullish trend continuation. So what do I do? I take this bullish move on 1 hour, but this technique you can apply on different time frames, doesn't matter, just look at the price action. Okay, so what do? I put Fibonacci, and then as I said, 0.75 and then 0.5 and then 0.75, important levels, right? So price came first time to 0.5. Then I could technically long, since this level can be interesting level to long. If I'm not sure if I should long from 0.5, I can use either it is FVG, but we can see that there is no FVG at 0.5, right? From this zone, there's no, but we see this green box, FVG at 0.75. So it tells me that this level for sure should be a strong support to bounce. Then another thing, I don't see FVG as I said, but I'm using EMAs. I can use an EMA as another just confluence for my bullish buyers or bearish buyers. And what do I see? Even though I didn't find any FVG here, I'm putting EMAs, but since my first long, I want to try when this coin came first time to 0.5, I would not be successful. Okay, even though if I would long, after that price would drop another like 10-11%. Okay, but I see that the price returning back, let me turn off this, but I see that the price returning back to the 0.5. So here you just start to think, okay, price first time bounced, it respected 0.5, but it dropped. Then price returned back to 0.5 and starting to consolidate. FVG, there's no FVG, so I don't have a confirmation according to the FVG. Let me check EMAs. Now we see 50 EMA has built. This red line that you see, it's a 50 EMA. Then you can use RSI as your another confirmation, but on RSI I don't see any bullish divergence or anything. RSI just follows the price action on the chart, so RSI also didn't give me any answer to my question, if it's a good time to long or not. But I can still try to risk according to 0.5 Fibonacci that the price returned back to this area and consolidating, which means it is respecting the zone, and then according to this 50 EMA that the price still holding, and every time it's dropping below, it's returning just back above this 50 EMA. So if I would accumulate here, of course I would be in a really good position, right? It pumped so much, but we don't know where the price can go. So what do I do next? So let's say this was my buy zone. I will just leave only this level. Okay, what is next? What next I do? So this is my buy zone. Next, I do this. So I take this price action, this bearish move that Aventis did. Okay, we can go to 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame, you will see better picture of this downtrend. Okay, so let's go back to 1 hour. What would I do? I would take the high, let's say it's here, and the low, and the low, and now I have to show you again this Fibs, these levels, so it's clean for you. Yeah, so let me do it like this. Then, as I said, 0.5, 0.75, they all resistance and supports, right? Can stand resistance and support. And if I would long from the 0.5 level with a stop loss just below them, where it is, just below, of course the stop loss would be white, yeah, because I can either put stop loss just below this recent low, or if let's say I longed somewhere here, then my stop loss would be just below this low, because in case price is losing this level, then it can just go low to much lower. And according to this Fibonacci, I would put my first take profit around 0.5, which would be 10% of the move. So in this case, you have a 1 RR trade setup, right? Because here is the stop loss 10%, and my take profit would be also 10% from this entry. Okay, this would be my first take profit. Let's say I'm taking like 20% of the position. Then my second take profit would be at 0.75, and you just move your stop loss to break even, because 0.75 is the next support or resistance. In our case, what do we see? We see a crazy pump. Look at this candle. It pumped and give a close of this candle above even 0.75, even 0.86, and even this one level. One was for us the level where this bearish move began. Okay, so price did a crazy pump. Sorry, it rejected from this one level. Let me zoom. from this one level, but give a close above 0.86, which means that price should continue its uptrend. Whenever you see a close above 0.5 or 0.75, 0.86, it just confirms that it will continue its trend. So consider these levels not just numbers, but also as a percentage. Let's say in case the price gives me a close above 0.5, it means 50% of the chance for the continuation of the bullish trend or bearish trend, depending what you're trading, which trend, okay? In case I see a close above 0.86, it means 86% the price will continue towards the next level, okay? And what do we see? Look at this. Now look at this. Yeah, look how accurate it came to. No, wait. First, look at this week, how accurate it came to 1.41. Yeah, and rejected. It rejected strong, but it came back to this area and found a support. And as I say, this zone, if it will stand as a resistance when we take a long, but when the price flips above, it turns to support. This case, it was standing as a support. Price found a support and continued just crazy pump. Usually I put Fibonacci till 2.41, but here we see that it went even higher than 2.41, 2.61. So I don't. Let's see if there we can use other levels. Yeah, we can see that maximum came to this 4.41. Yeah, it doesn't go after that, after these levels. So yeah, price went even higher. So this, you can see with this simple example how price respects this Fibonacci. So yeah, I could have 1, 2, even 3 take profits. Usually I close my position fully already on this one, on 1.41. If the price gives me these targets, usually I just close and wait for like either correction, or I just go to other coin. In this case, what could you do? Let me go back. So yeah, if I saw this coin earlier, I could have taken like 58% of the clean move, or if I would just hold it spot, hold and just believe in this coin, then we can see the crazy 400% of the move. But yeah, it is hard to predict, like to be exactly sure that it will continue till these targets, but at least we could take like 59, 58. It's not bad. But what would I do next? Let's say I took fully profits here. What you can do next? Next, you can play with this price action, with this bullish price action. Okay. Here either you use also EMAs, and usually for the bullish trend, strong EMAs is 2026. Example for you again on this coin. You see how it was respecting every time, bouncing strongly whenever it was coming to 2026. So which means if now coin comes to this 2026 EMAs, this is a good interesting area for you to try to long, okay? Because so far the price was respecting this EMAs. Like you don't have to overcomplicate the technical analysis. Or you can use also Fibonacci. You take this bullish move, but here interesting thing is we have this candle and we have also this move. Yeah, so I would try to take from this candle and put Fibonacci, or from this move, because this is the nearest move where Aventus started its bullish trend on 1 hour, and look how Fib come to this EMAs as well. So technically this level could stand interesting to long. You can play it like this, and then once coin will confirm that this is the bottom, okay, which means it should bounce, okay, show some low time frame strengths, like either price just consolidating and giving a breakout from about the 0.75, then you can do the same thing, put Fibonacci from high to low, and then this will be your targets. But also don't forget another thing, very important, don't forget to check also high time frame. I mean, you can go to 4-hour, daily, and so on, because don't also check like if the price is not too overbought or not too extended, you know, so you are not buying on the high, you know. So when you see that the price is too high from according to this price action, you know, it should be just a reminder for you that, okay, I'm buying on the high because the price already did a crazy run, so I'm buying right now on the high, so my risk should not be big, you know. So in case the coin will decide to do something like this, just drop and retest all these FVGs or EMAs. It means like even if it will decide like to give a sharp drop of 20%, 15%, so you will not it will not affect you, okay. So yeah, this is how you use Fibonacci. It's not that hard. I would suggest to practice and to get used to it. Let me check the chat. So there's nothing in the chat. Yeah, I wanted to check total 3. This is what I wanted to check. Okay, so total 3. It did a breakout. That's why we had a crazy run on altcoins. Right now, total 3 came back to this area, to this breakout zone, right? So we had a 1.1 trillion level as a level. A total 3 supposed to break to give a run. So after the breakout, it pumped like 5-6%, right? Right now it's coming back to retest this breakout zone. So now this zone should stand as a support, which means price should, even if it will give a deeper pullback, it should return back above 1.1, and then we can expect a crazy run of 23-24%. But let me check also other time frames to see if according to monthly, on the RSI, it's really close to the 70 target. Would be nice to see a breakout above the 70. This will trigger us an alt season that we are waiting for. This crazy pump that we can see on this area, we can have same here once RSI will flip above 70. So far it's still below. According to monthly, let's go to weekly time frame. According to weekly time frame, it's nothing so far. Weekly is holding above weekly FVG. According to daily, price is above daily FVG and this EMAs, so which means price needs to properly retest this 20-26 EMAs. It can retest 50 EMA, because so far whenever it was touching 50 EMA it was giving a nice pump, which means total 3 could dump like either 2-3% or 5%, and it will be okay according to this chart. But very important to see a bounce above this EMAs or this daily FAG. And then we can say that okay, this was just a retest of this breakout zone, and we will have another like bullish trend continuation. Okay, so please watch, or on 4 hour just watch for 200 EMA, because there's nothing else to add. And I want to check others domination. Let's go to monthly. Monthly so far like 3 months that I'm bullish. Okay, monthly right now nothing for me. Weekly, what is, yeah, weekly. No, let's go to daily. Daily did a breakout. You remember I was telling you that the only resistance is this 200 EMA, right? So others domination did a breakout above 200 EMA. I still have this arrow, you know, this draw, and we can see that right now it's retesting 2026 EMAs, 200 EMA, and this breakout zone level. So this should stand as a support. Could we see a bit deeper pullback, like to just retest against this 50, 100 EMAs? Yes, I think it is pretty possible. It will bring another like 2-3% of the move down, but it should not lose this zone. Like any pullback till 7.84, it's okay. Just don't lose this level. Otherwise, this Fibonacci levels that you can see here, they will stand still relevant, and we can see a correction of 5 to 10%, which will not be positive at all for the altcoins. So please pay attention to this. I will set some alarms. I will also set an alarm above in case we will see a nice bounce. So yeah, if everything will be fine, which means price will hold about this 200 EMA and will start consolidating, or on 4 hour, let's go to low time frame. Yeah, on 4 hour it's important to hold 200 EMA, the same as with total 3. So which means any pullback till 200 EMA, it's okay, but important to give a nice bounce, and price is coming back above this resistance zone, so it will just confirm us the breakout, retest, and bullish trend continuation. This will be your bottom, and expect another like 10% of the pump. Okay, so this is regarding others domination. So far it can still correct a bit till this 200 EMA, but it should not lose it. Very important to not lose this support. Then what I want to check, yeah, this one, total 3 versus Bitcoin. This is another chart I was talking about before. Okay, on weekly it came to resistance, monthly it rejected. Let's go back to weekly. On weekly it's about this weekly FAG, like the same as with other charts. Okay, the same situation, rejected, came back to 2026 EMA. I would say the same thing. Just hold these 2 EMAs and it should be fine. Or on 4 hour, hold this 200 EMA and it should be fine. So if there will be any correction, go quickly to others domination, total 3, and check what is going on this charts, if the price is above or completely loses 200 EMA support. In this case, of course, market will bring a deeper correction. Just according to this total 3, others domination, and so on, according to high time frame like monthly, 3 monthly, I'm more bullish, to be honest. I mean, On a lower time frame, okay, we can have some corrections, but any dip for me is for buying, especially according to 3 monthly time frame. Look at this strong bounce. Look at this strong bounce. It reminds me of in January 2021. The same here. So far it looks good. It reminds me of October 2019. Then total 3 looks like it will give a breakout. This chart reminds me of BNB. Let's go to BNB and I will show you how it's pretty similar. Where is BNB? Look, look, and BNB already did a new all-time high. Okay. Yeah, I think I was sharing this. Yeah, I was doing a TA for BNB as well. I don't know if someone was following, if someone bought it. Look, I was telling that as long as BNB is bullish for me, as long as it is holding this level. Yeah, and since then it came to next FIPS, so it did 13% of the move, and right now it's correcting, which is completely fine, right? Look how it's respecting Fibonacci. Okay, bye bye. Anyone has any questions? Any questions, anyone? Do you want me to check any altcoin? Because I was talking so much about everything, but I didn't check properly any alt. So if you want me to check any altcoin, I can go through. Or if you don't have any question regarding any alt, I can go through some altcoins to just show you as example where you should pay attention. Okay. So let me show you some example on chess coin, because somehow I saw that this coin was pretty popular recently. If you have any questions, you can write. If you don't have questions, and I will just show you some examples with alts and I will go. So what would I do with chess coin? Chess coin looks honestly pretty tricky for me here. I think I would just find proper levels and we'll just work level by level. So what do we have? We can have this crazy long consolidation on a daily time frame. It looks like this. Looks like I don't know, heart a beat. And pay attention to the RSI. RSI is just flat. It's not giving a proper levels, like around 20, like oversold or overbought levels. Is just playing between this certain area, this range. I'm sorry, not this one, this one. So you can put a line. I'm using this parallel channel thing. So I'm trying to find the possible supports and resistance levels. So just look at the levels which RSI was touching several times. Okay, and just put this parallel channel, and this can be your let's say like not indicator, but your tip when to expect a breakout upwards or a breakdown downwards. Okay, and you can also, not this one, you can also try to make somehow a channel here. It will not be perfect because this coin was giving a lot of fake outs, but we have this kind of coins a lot of, right? So it's just an example for you. So we can see that right now price is in the middle of this channel, and RSI is flipping down. So I would suggest you, once the price will come to this low of this channel, look also at the RSI. RSI is bouncing like it did here in May, like it did in August. This can be your indicator or signal to buy. Okay, so I would look on chess coin to buy at this area. Okay, right now it's in the middle. For me, it's not interesting at all. And in case you risked to buy from the middle, okay, maybe you saw like low time frame strengths, for example on 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it's giving you bullish confluences, then just be careful of this area of the top of the channel. It will be a resistance zone for you. Either it will again reject, or as a bullish trend continuation confirmation and a breakout confirmation, you can use RSI. On RSI, you should see a breakout of this channel, ideally a breakout above 70. It just will give you a bullish momentum. Example for you offers a bullish momentum. We can see here. Look at this November 30, 2024. Yeah, let me highlight. Here it is, and this chess coin did 44% of the move up. How much can it give after breaking out from this channel? I don't know, but definitely it will give you just a confirmation that a bullish trend will be continued. All right, so if you will see any coin like that looks like chess, do the simple things. Okay, find resistance zone, support zone, put this channel, highlight them, okay, set alarms and work according to this channels. Then let's check some other coins. Let me check the chat. Okay. What else? What else can I check? Cow. Okay, the coins like this, like cow. Okay, let's go to 3. Even those 3 months, it looks pretty positive. So previous 3 monthly closed bullish. This one is showing like higher low, you know. This was a low, this is the highest low. So according if we look at this coin or this kind of coins, try to find either it will be on a monthly, either it will be on a weekly. So try to find bullish order blocks or bullish FVGs. Okay, in our case, we can try to check if there's a weekly FVG. We can see that yes, it has here. We can go to 3D, like go to several time frames and look for this FVGs, or you can also use Fibonacci. In this case, you do this. You take this bullish move that it did on a weekly time frame. Yeah, you find the level where it started to pump. So we can take this one. We're taking the nearest, so it gives me this level. But since the price action a bit weird for me, we can go also to the lower time frames and see just confirmations, you know, if these levels are accurate or not. I would, according to the 3D, I think I would put to this week because this was also a nice level where cow bottomed and it continued its uptrend. So yeah, we can see that this 0.75 and 0.86 also has confluence with this Fibonacci this FVG level. And if we go to daily time frame, On daily time frame, it also aligns with this bullish order block, this one, and daily FVG. So technically this level should stand as a support. Or another trick that I can show you, and this one. So we take this bullish move, and we will put Fibonacci only on this bullish move. Okay, so like this. On it's to daily time frame right now, I'm putting this. So on daily time frame, this coin could find a support either here right now. It has this confluence with Fibs, and if we go to 4-hour time frame, on 4-hour time frame, it has confluence with this candle, bullish order block on 4-hour. So on lower time frame, it has more confirmations that this level can stand as a support. Okay, but don't forget that 0.5 will be again resistance, and so on. In case price is losing this area, then next target is this Fibs 1.41. I will highlight it right now like this, and I will show you how it looks on different time frames. So on 3D, it aligns with 3D FVG. On the weekly, it aligns with the weekly FVG. On monthly, it aligns with this monthly order block, right? But since it is altcoins, I would not be surprised to see deeper pullback. Of course, it also depends on market condition, what is going on with the market, and if the price is not holding this level, then of course it can give a deeper pullback towards the next Fibonacci levels, which also aligns with this week's. Price was always bouncing from this week's, and it also aligns with this level on the weekly, with this bullish order block on the weekly time frame. Let me check if there's anything on 3D. On 3D, it aligns with this 3D FVG, and on weekly, it also aligns with this week. Look, before it was sending a support, and this weekly, sorry, not weekly, daily. Yeah, daily support. So yeah, in either there will be a drop of 13% or 30%. Okay, this is how you can do TA on coins like this with this price action. Let's check Altcoin maybe. Yeah, because I know a lot of people are interested in Altcoin. So I had a Altcoin long from pretty nice level, but I closed it too early because low time frame bearish rejection. So I will do a new TA. Okay, new TA. Let me check chat again. Okay, nothing here. For the monthly close, we have 15 days. So far, the price is holding about 0.75, and this monthly FVG. 3 monthly not telling me much. It's neutral. Weekly looks pretty bad, honestly. Don't like that it couldn't flip this middle of the RSI. Let's go to 3D. It also rejected from the middle of the RSI. It couldn't break above this bearish order block on this 3D FVG. Trying to hold this 3D FVG support. It has also here bullish order block at the level where it bounced. So yeah, this bullish order block also aligns with daily FVG. So I would say that everything depends on how the price will hold this daily FVG. Very important. Very important to see a nice, good, strong pump. For that, we can go to either it can be 4-hour, 1-hour time frame, doesn't matter. So we're going from daily to lower time frame for the confirmations. We need to see a strong bounce, like a strong V-shaped recovery, something what we had here. Okay. Otherwise, if price is doing something like this, so yes, it is bouncing, but rejecting from the nearest 4-hour FVG or 0.5 Fibonacci, then just expect a strong drop towards to this levels that I've been talking about, I don't know, last weeks and months. So this low area, which means it can give finally a correction of 25, 50% of the move down, which is this strong support zone. It's a 3D support zone, bullish demand zone, FVG zone. Like there are a lot of just confirmation of this area to be strong. And on monthly, I think on monthly or on which time frame I saw, yeah, here it also aligns with this weekly FVGs. So yeah, really important to look on the 1 and 4-hour time frame, holding this support zone. Okay, otherwise just reap. Of course, such strong drop, if price will lose this level and we will expect such a strong drop, it means that on all altcoins we will see such a strong drop, just short until next very strong support levels. That's it. There's nothing like nothing complicated. Okay, so or if we see this kind of coins, etc, so whole move, bullish move, was retraced back. What to do? On a daily, it's holding 200 EMA. Basically, I can see that right now most coins are back to their strong support, the same as I showed you on others domination, and as I showed you on total 3, right? As they came back to the breakout zones. So today is very important to see the strength, to see a recovery. It means if US market will open, it's really important to see the strength of buyers. Otherwise, we can expect a breakdown coming days and just a deeper correction. And since this week, we should have on Wednesday, yeah, Fed interest rate decision. I think this will be a key day for us to just understand if there will be an alt season or there will be a bear market again for altcoins. It means a drop of 20-25% and then alt season. All right, so yeah, this is regarding alts. Really important to see what is doing today the market, how it is reacting on the support levels. Important to see strengths. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what kind of news will be on a Wednesday. Most probably, if today, tomorrow the price is losing these levels, most probably it will be something bearish for the market. Yeah. So, does anyone have questions? If no one has any question, Bitcoin so far weak. Ethereum is holding. Let's see. But I like that SP500 did a new all-time high. SP500, just a second. Daily. I didn't check US market. I need to check US market. Weekly looks beautiful. I'm waiting for this target, honestly. I'm waiting for this target around like 7K for SP 500. Monthly it could give easily. Also, most stocks were looking good. Stock market was looking like it would give a bullish momentum. And let me check. I will check just stock market quickly, and if there will be no questions, then I will go. I need to check quickly. Nothing here. It's also 50-50. This TZA is interesting. TZA. Okay, wait a second. TZA. It was doing this. Okay, TZA technically could still drop. I don't know. US market looks like it will continue pumping, honestly. I'm more bullish rather than bearish. Even Europe market is looking good. Looks like it will give a breakout. Looks like so far. Maybe set an alarm. DXY, let's check. DXY is just downtrending, nothing much. I was telling you about this even last time, that this is a strong resistance, and we can see that it's still downtrending. Now it came to 0.5. It went so weak. I'm expecting more down. I have this area here on DXY. Let me, no, not this one. I wanted EMAs to leave. Yeah, I have this area around 95, and then deeper pullback towards $91, $90. This is where I should be. Strong bounce in my opinion, but this 200 can also hold so far. I don't know, for me it's weak. So far it's weak. XY is weak. I know, I'm expecting more uptrend in the market still before any correction. So yeah, today is important. Market should hold. Otherwise, just crypto will just dump crazy. Let's see. So yeah, I don't see any questions. Then I will go. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me check how to stop the stream. And the stream, okay. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye bye.